The Trick. It was a quiet day at Tom's toy shop. Tom sat on a stool behind the counter. He was going through all the sales for the last month. Things were not looking good. He had promised his wife that it would work out. Since being made redundant, he had put all of his time and their savings into the shop. "It will work," he told his wife. "Please believe me." And she did. She always believed him. After the first few weeks, the number of customers dwindled down. Now he was lucky if anyone came in at all. He had no idea what to do. Tom tapped at more keys on the computer. He took a sip of the near-cold coffee and let out a long sigh. This was hopeless. Lost in deep thought, the bell above the door pinged and brought him back to the present. A man came into the shop. He was dressed all in black. A large felt hat on his head and a pair of tinted glasses. The man raised his hat in an old-fashioned style, the way people would greet each other many years ago. "Good day to you, sir," said the man. "My name is Orloff. May I come in?" Tom nodded. "Yeah, sure. Come in. Take a look around." One look at this man and the way he had greeted Tom, and he knew he was not a customer. The man approached Tom at the counter. He had a broad smile on his face. "You seem like a very busy man," he said. "I hope I am not troubling you." Tom shook his head. No trouble." He closed the lid of his laptop and returned a smile to the man. "Are you looking for anything in particular?" Tom asked the man. The man raised a palm. "I am not looking. I am here to offer you something." Tom's stomach tightened a little. A salesman, just what he needed. "I'm very sorry, Mr. Arkov." The man smiled back at Tom and shook his head. "No, please, don't worry. I am not here to give you trouble." Tom shook his head. "It's just that I've recently restocked, and I'm not looking." The man put his hand inside his coat pocket and produced a pack of cards. With one deft movement, he pulled the cards from the box and began to shuffle them. His hands moved with great speed. The cards flew from one hand to another, a blur of flashing white and blue. "I want to show you these cards," said the man. He had a heavy accent. Tom could not place it. Eastern European. And his mannerisms and gestures, they were like something from long ago. He continued shuffling the cards. He flicked them through his fingers and fanned them out before closing them again and flashing the cards from one hand to another. "Tell me," the man said, "may I know your name?" Tom moved his mouth, unaccustomed to being asked who he was in such a respectful manner. Tom. My name is Tom." "Tom," said the man. "It is a good name. Tell me, Tom, do you like card tricks?" Without waiting for a reply, the man fanned the cards out. "Pick one," he whispered. Tom took one. The man raised a hand. "Don't tell me the card. Now, put it back." Tom did as he was told. The man shuffled the cards again, this time at lightning speed. Then he pulled out a card with a slight flourish and laid it on the counter in front of Tom. "Is this your card?" he asked Tom. Tom slightly embarrassed, saw that it was not. "No, that's not my card," he said, and offered the man a tight-lipped smile. The man raised his eyebrows in surprise. "Oh, then it must be this one." He placed another card down. Tom shook his head. "No, not that one." Tom tried to assess whether this was part of the trick, or the man was just an oddball that had walked in off the street. The man went through all the cards one by one, like a child, picking one off the top of the pack and then placing it on the counter. "This one?" he said, turning a card face up. "Maybe this one." Tom shook his head again and again, each time. The man continued, and each time he was wrong. Finally, he stopped. "Oh well," he said, "I think I have forgotten how to do this trick." He pulled a handkerchief from his coat pocket and wiped his face. "I think I am getting too old." He nodded to the shelf behind Tom. "May I know, what is that?" Tom turned, and there, on the shelf, balanced between two action figures collecting dust, was Tom's card. He snatched it from the shelf. "How did you—" The man smiled again and shook his head. "Never ask a magician how he performs his tricks," he said, and wagged his finger. Tom gazed at the card, back at the man. He had never seen such a thing before. On TV, of course, that was all the special effects. But this, right under his nose. "That's incredible," said Tom. The man pulled a few packs of cards from his bag. "I am selling some of these special cards," said the man. "Good price, if you want." I don't know," said Tom. "I have some cards already in stock." "Just a little," said the man. "I give you a good price." Tom stared back at him. He felt sorry for the old man, wandering from shop to shop, performing tricks that could easily be explained. There had to be a perfectly good reason why that card was on the shelf. "How much are your cards?" Tom asked him. The man told him a price. They were cheap, next to nothing. Tom thought about it. He could pay the man for 2 packs of cards, maybe 3, then get rid of him. He needed to figure out what to do to get real customers in the shop. "Hang on then," he said. "I'll take 3 packs of cards." He opened the till and pulled out some money, handed it over to the man. The man passed 3 packs of cards to Tom. "Tell your customers," he said, "you met the great Ordov." Then he tipped his hat at Tom and left. Tom smiled to himself. A magician. Such nonsense. No such thing. He spent the rest of the day going through the sales, the things he had spent money on, all the incomings and outgoings. None of it added up to what he wanted. Time drifted by, and Tom's stomach complained to him. It was lunchtime. The sandwich shop down the road beckoned. Tom grabbed his jacket and pulled it on. He opened the till to take some money for his lunch, but he could not believe his eyes. The till was empty. Every last note and coin gone.